Boys, guys, pull up your phones. Wait for the microphones, please. If you have a question,
Well, you know the first thing I'm gonna ask you, you're not fooling anybody with the sunglasses, so how hard was it to keep it together?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I had a speech written, and once I saw, I heard the quotes from my parents, and I saw the seats and just the whole thing, I couldn't even read my speech. Speech was out the window. I couldn't keep it together. So I didn't cry, but I couldn't necessarily, couldn't read the speech the way I practiced it 1,000 times. It just didn't work out that way. So I just had to come off the top. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But that was emotional. So I thank those guys once again to be able to have those seats forever, with my parents' names on it. I could have never imagined that happening. I didn't see that coming. So that one took me left a little bit, but it was emotional, man. I'm thankful. I'm so thankful. Just nothing but gratitude right now.
If you ask anybody around here where Heat culture came from, a lot of people would say it comes from you. As the standard bearer of what Heat culture has developed into, where do you think it came from? What does it represent to you? And how will it linger now as you step away from the court, but your jersey is still here?
I ain't going too far, but I think for Heat culture, it gives you something to believe in that's bigger than yourself. You have to think outside yourself. You have to think about your brothers. You have to think about, the goal and the task at hand. So for everybody that comes in this organization, I think, what's your why? And everybody's why can be different. But when you come into this organization, we're going to tap into your why, and we're going to understand what we need to do to push you to be your best version. Now, everybody doesn't want to be pushed, and this place isn't from everybody. But once we figure out your why and we understand that you want to be pushed, we're going to push you to be the best version of yourself. It's going to get a little uncomfortable. So that's why it's not for everybody. But if you can get to that level, then you see what the culture does. You see the last couple of years and the success that we've had. We may not have been the most talented team, but the culture has prevailed every time.
Udonis, congratulations for these 20 years and this day. What was the most difficult championship and why the most special?
The first one for me was the most difficult. Just trying to get that monkey off my back. Not being drafted. Obviously, Dirk had an amazing playoff run. Wasn't given much of a chance. So being able to win that first finals obviously allowed me to finally exhale and breathe, because up to that point I felt like I had been holding my breath for 2 years, going overseas, not wanting to make a mistake, wanting to walk a straight line, pretty much try to be as perfect as possible. The first time I was able to exhale as a basketball player when we won that first championship, that was an amazing feeling for me.
UD, you had a dinner last night with friends, family, former teammates. Tonight there were so many in attendance. What did it mean to you to have so many people from different chapters of your career?
I think everybody, everybody probably when they went through this situation, they had a way that they thought they wanted this to go, and you plan it out, and you write the script. But when I turned around and I seen all my boys there and all the love that I have, man, it just reminded me that even though I have lost a couple people, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to still have 25, 35-year relationships. People still support me, holding me down. People that have those honest conversations with me and tell me when I'm wrong. Because honestly, when you get in this situation in life, a lot of people just become yes men around you. I have great people around me, and I'm thankful for that.
You made a point in the speech to kind of turn around to the guys and say you're going to keep the standard up of winning and keep an eye on them. Just curious, with Bam Adebayo taking the captaincy from you, what that meant to you just because of your relationship this year?
Well, first of all, I gave it to him. He didn't take it from me. Just putting that up. I didn't like the way that sounded. No, I think he earned it. Let's say that he earned it. That's not something that we take lightly around here, to carry that responsibility of being a captain, because the captain has to be the guy to set the example. We don't talk about it, we do it. So here, we don't focus on what we hear, we focus on what we see. If you're gonna be a captain, you gotta be the guy that sets the tone. If guys are gonna run 9 sprints, you gotta run 10. If guys are gonna be to the gym at 9, you gotta be there at 8:15. So the captain, the guy that bears that, he has to be on top of everything, man. He has to also push himself, but push the other 15 guys. So it can be exhausting being a captain, but it's for the great of the team, and you gotta be selfless in that situation at all times.
UD, you've seen jerseys hanging there for years. What was going through your mind when you finally saw yours being unraveled and heading up into the rafters?
Don't cry. That was first. And secondly, I earned it. I earned it. It was not given. I had to work twice as hard just to have a seat at the table. So to finally see that, I hope that there's somebody that can relate to this, because I think all of us have been in situations where somebody has told us what we can't do, what we're not capable of, put a cap on us. You know, where I come from, a lot of people don't like to see us make it out. They like to keep you in that situation. So to be able to get out and make it and excel and succeed, I hope it's a great example for other kids, you know what I'm saying, in Miami and Liberty City, and for my kids as well. Like I said, Dwayne taught me how to dream. This is a dream come true.
You kind of summed it up a little bit there right at the end, but just, you know, looking back on your career, just what does it mean to you to be recognized like this?
It's legacy, you know. When you come here and you look up in those Raptors and you see me sitting next to, and it's not about me, but look at the list of guys I'm sitting with. You know, that's what's huge to me. That's what makes me feel so amazing is the core group of guys that I'm sitting with. I mean, Riles ain't just putting anybody up there. You know what I'm saying? The Eversons ain't just okaying anybody go up in those Raptors. So to be in that group and to be in that family of guys, that's what's going to be most memorable with me, because all those guys are Hall of Famers. I might not get in, but in my heart, in my soul, I'm just as loved and just as appreciated in this organization as on any of those guys.
Last question.
UD, beyond this organization, though, you're loved in this city.
Yes.
Why? Why do you think that 20,000 people out there are chanting your name? Why do you think all the teammates come back?
Because I relate to everybody in this city. I'm relatable. You know, a lot of people, you know, look at us in a lot of different situations and they really don't feel like they can relate. I'm relatable, and I've been relatable. You have a better chance of probably being a Udonis Haslem than you'll have of being a LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to Bron, obviously, but most people ain't gonna be born 6'10", 280 and can run like a gazelle. Just don't happen. You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't happen. So you have a better chance of being a guy that's gonna have to be a role player, that's gonna have to put that work in, keep your head down, and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you have your breakthrough. The things that I go through, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I don't hide anything. So everybody in this city, everybody in this town, they can come up to me and they can talk to me. I hold conversations with you. I'm from where you're from. And if there's an opportunity for me to help, I will. That's why we focus on the things we do at our foundation. I don't have to read about it in the paper. I don't have to see it on the news. The people tell me what they need. I bring it back to them.